Hello, how are you? I'm Pia. This week, I am going to be switching my screen time for my reading time. Now, I've done this before, and I didn't do it right, so I'm here to amend what I did wrong last time. So basically, if you've never seen one of these videos before, I track my screen time pretty religiously since that last video, and it has gotten bad again. I also just haven't been reading. So because of these two things, I'm gonna do this video. Today's Monday. It's gonna be the start of this challenge, and we're gonna go until Sunday, and we're gonna read some books. I'm probably gonna read a lot, which is great. So today is Monday. I'm sorry, I'm trying to go fast because I'm like, I need to get to reading ASAP. I just had class, I've done my homework, it's time to read. Today is Monday. I have to read for 5 hours and 33 minutes. This is the longest of the days. Now, okay, I just wanna like make a caveat because I am not someone who's on my phone that much. Like, you will see the rest of the days are like 2-3 hours, which is still a lot, but whatever. I was on the phone and on Xfinity, the app, all last Monday because I was setting up my router and I like couldn't figure out how to set it up and I was having a lot of trouble. And that is why the thing is so long. And if I had prepared this better, maybe we would have had a normal week, but today we're reading for 5 hours. I don't know. I was looking at my books because I'm in like a reading slump right now. Haven't really read in a while. Figured I should start with the book I'm currently reading. So I'm gonna start with The Way of Kings. This is a book I'm 60% into, and I am gonna just read. I'm gonna actually look because I do have the audiobook from Audible. I have 6 hours left of this audiobook. So I can almost finish this today, which would be kind of crazy, but also kind of awesome. So that's what I'm gonna be reading today, or at least reading for the next 5.5 hours. It's currently 4:05. I'm gonna have dinner at some point. I'm gonna have to get ready for bed at some point. Great thing I have the audiobook, but I am gonna try to like absolutely like physically read this whole time, only switching into the audiobook when I'm filming the clips, to be quite honest with you. I need to stop talking and start reading. So that's what we're gonna do. I'll catch you in the B-roll. Hi friends, it is Tuesday, coming at you from this state and also from my desk because I wanted to update you. I went to sleep right after finishing my reading for yesterday. Let me just show you. 5 hours and 33 minutes, actually almost 34, but very good idea. I started with The Way of Kings because that's like an engaging book, and I even then was like, when is this gonna end? Basically just read. Like, I had to sit down and read. So we're gonna reset for today. I only have to read for 2 hours and 3 minutes. I also have to do some nifty school reading. I'm gonna count it just because I don't know how much other time I'm gonna have to read fun stuff today, and I know I definitely have to do my readings for class. I also look like this because I was supposed to go on a run this morning and I did not wake up early enough, so we're gonna go later. I'm also doing laundry. We're really being productive today, but I need to update the vlog. The vlog. Hi. Also, how cute are my fall leaves? I love them. Because it's time to start the timer again, and because I already started kind of reading this, so. If you're curious, I'm reading The Murder in the Fishing Cat and Distant Episode for my lit class. So that's what I'm reading for now. Hello friends, it is Wednesday, but yesterday I actually ended up reading longer than I needed to because my school reading took a long time and then I just wanted to read for fun. So I have 100 pages left of The Way of Kings. Anyway, I read it for 2 hours and 34 minutes, and today I have to read for 3 hours and something. 3 hours and 22 minutes, which I have some school reading to do. I don't know if I have a lot of time to read, but I really want to finish The Way of Kings today. I have to go because I am going to the library to work on schoolwork and hopefully do some reading. So we're going to start the timer there and do my reading. I'm trying to record on my phone, which I don't typically like to do. I am at school, so I don't have my vlogging camera, but I'm in my little study room. I've been booking a study room like every day this week. I love my library and I have shit to do. So I'm currently reading. I'm currently vlogging, but I'm currently reading an unpublished manuscript for my publishing class. One of my many publishing classes, actually. I'm taking 3 this semester. I'm counting that as one of the things I'm reading. It's not great. Not loving it. I want to update you that that's what I'm reading. I think I'm gonna read for another like half hour. I'm already at like 40 minutes for the day. Hopefully I will get back to reading. I just really want to finish The Way of Kings today. That is the #1 goal for the freaking day. I'm also like in a I'm gonna like clear a little box so everyone who walks by can see me. So anyway, I'm gonna get back to reading this fun little manuscript that's really not fun at all. It's actually really freaking boring. I'm also listening to an audiobook, which I'm kind of not really counting, but I wanted to let you know that I'm listening to the Elizabeth Taylor, I forget what it's called, Elizabeth Taylor, what's the subtitle? I'll put it on the screen. I'm listening to this as my audiobook. I took a little bath this morning and listened to it because I'm having a lot of pain. Really liking this book. Like, it's really well told. Like, it's very like narrative based, which I really like for like a biography. It's really good so far. I'm really liking it. So Hello friends, it is Thursday. I finished a book yesterday. I did in fact finish The Way of Kings and I'm so fucking excited. This is the longest book I think I've ever read. Actually, I don't know if it's longer than, oh my god, what's the second name of the Wind book? A Wise Man's Fear. I don't know if it's longer than that, but it's around the same, I think. 1,000 something. Okay. 1,000 pages. I finished it. So I did some more reading for class, of course, to get to my 3 hours and 22 minutes. Today, I have to do a little bit more than that, and that's a little bit stressful for me, but a funny thing about me is I don't think I can't do anything. Like, I think I can do literally anything I put my mind to. I have that kind of confidence in myself. Today, I have to read for 4 hours and 32 minutes, which is really exciting, but I know that I can be on my phone for 4 hours and 32 minutes, so then that means I can read for 4 hours and 32 minutes. How many times am I gonna say 4 hours and 32 minutes? I don't know. But I need to start a new book today. And by start a new book, I mean finish a book I've already started, because I don't need to start a new book. I think I'm going to go back to First and Then by Emma Mills, because this was a library book I got a while ago and then had to return. But I do have it on my iPad, so I think I'm gonna read some more of that. I do have football tonight. It's Thursday night football. The Eagles are playing, so I have to watch that. So I will have like commercial breaks and stuff and halftime to read later, but I'm definitely gonna try to get most of my reading done earlier than I have class. I have class from 4 to 8. That's my lunch. Yeah, so I think that's what we're gonna be reading today, and maybe something else. We shall see how the cookie crumbles. I'm done with my readings for the day, I'm pretty sure, so I think it will just be fun reading, which is really exciting. Finish this. The world is my freaking oyster now, so who knows what I will get up to for the rest of the reading weekend, because the weekend is starting soon. Hello friends, it is Friday. So as you saw, I was reading First and Then literally at every possible minute during the game last night. Like, I was watching the game, I was, you know, like the Eagles won, which is great. And I was watching every play and whatever. But like in between the plays, I was like, I couldn't read this book fast enough. Like, I don't know what it is, but I finally like got into the groove of reading First and Then, and it just like took off. Like, I think I was, before yesterday, I was 30% through it. I really can't remember. I just like sped through it. And it also like has like a big influence in football, a big like football plotline. Like, a lot of the people are like football players or like talking about football. Like, I don't know. So it was really cute that I was like reading it and watching a football game. But I finished it and I gave it 4 stars. It was so good. Like, I love Emma Mills. I think have I read every Emma Mills YA? I think I have one more. They're so good. Like, I was reading it and I was like, I am not as talented as this woman. Like, she is so freaking talented. Like, this book was so surprising in so many ways. Like, it had so many like hard-hitting elements that like I didn't expect. Like, it talked about like drunk driving and like drug abuse and lots of like grief and death, and like I was like, Emma Mills, like, calm down. And then there was like this cute ass romance and this like lovely little football plotline, and it was really great. I really loved it. But basically, because of the football game and watching that and that taking over my life, I also had to FaceTime my parents while I watched it, because that is a thing we do so we can watch it together, because we're adorable. Because of that, I didn't finish my reading for yesterday. So I have, I think, an hour left of my reading. Yeah, so right now I'm at 3 hours and 35 minutes. So I have about an hour left of my reading for yesterday before I start for my reading for today. There's another 4 hours and something. It's great. Today is my day of doing nothing. By doing nothing, I mean like, I don't know, taking it easy. I need a day a week to take it easy. And today's gonna be my day. But I have no idea what I want to read next. Like, I have no idea. Like, that book was so good. Now I'm like, do I want to read another YA book? I'm watching Katie is Reading right now, and like, she's reading the Jennifer Lynn Barnes series that I can't remember the title of. Not The Inheritance Games, the other one. So I'm like, do I want to read that? Do I want to read a book I own? I'm so conflicted, and I genuinely don't know. Let me look at what I have on my iPad. I don't want to read anything I'm currently reading, which is fantastic. I'm currently reading 3 books that I all don't want to read. Well, one is my audiobook, but that doesn't count. Like, all the books I have here pretty much I haven't read, but none of them are calling out to me as something I want to read today, because probably the book I'm going to read today I'm going to finish today. So like, I have to be able to read it like not in one sitting, but like today. Ladies and gentlemen, she has made a decision. I'm going to be reading. I was like, I should read something like fall, something YA. So we have An Enchantment of Ravens. I'm gonna put it on the screen. This is not a very cute way for me to show you. Anyway, I'm gonna be reading this because it's a standalone fantasy, and gosh darn it, do I love a standalone fantasy. I do not like a fantasy series. I was actually looking into yesterday, this is so unrelated, because I just finished The Way of Kings. I was like, what other Brandon Sanderson books can I read? And he just came out with this book that is like a romantasy, and it looks so good, but the physical book is like $50 and it's so pretty, but like, God, no. Like, I would rather have $50 than have that book, and that's like kind of the distinguishing thing. But I did place a hold on the audiobook through my library. It's called Yumi and the Nightmare Painter or something like that, in case you were wondering. But anyway, so I am gonna read this. Okay, I think this has to do with like beauty and painting. And I heard a lot about this like years ago. Like I have been on YouTube for so long. People used to love this book like before even like Sorcery of Thorns came out. I really liked Sorcery of Thorns. I really liked the little novella that came out last year, I think. And I just remember it being like a very fall cozy time. And I'm hoping this is the same. This has to do with Fae as well, which I don't really know if I like Fae. I haven't had a great experience with the Fae world other than like, no, they're really bad in most things now that I'm thinking about it. Anyway, I don't know if I like Fae that much, but I'm gonna be reading this. I'm also doing laundry. We're doing like cute little household things today. Maybe I'll go on a run. I like really don't want to. Anyway, I'm gonna get to reading. So guys, the glasses are on the head because my hair is doing something that I don't approve of. So what if we did a little unboxing book haul? Because I have like 4 books here. Some of them might be textbooks. All of them are school books. Let's find out what they are. This thin packet, by the way, I try not to buy books for school unless I'm specifically told to do so. Literally, I will save this HelloFresh fucking coupon. Okay, what else did I get? 50% off DoorDash? I have DoorDash, but okay. So exciting. This copy is not doing its best, but this is Gashar Gashar, one of the books I'm reading. Oh, it has deckled edges and it's a tiny book. I really don't like that. This is a book I'm reading for my art of fiction class, and I don't know when we're reading it. So all the books we're reading for class are like really short. So it's like 116 pages or something. It's translated work. I'm trying to remember what it's about. I can't remember, but I will be reading this eventually. So that was one package. Next package, we have another tiny one. I don't like this plastic. I really think we need to be moving to recyclable things, but okay, this is the book I actually have to read soonish. And by soonish, I mean I have to have it read by Tuesday. Probably need to get reading on it sometime soon. This is The Chronicle of a Death Foretold, or Chronicle of a Death Foretold by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. I think someone dies on the first page and then you just kind of like figure it out. That's fun. That's a fun little quirky little device. I don't know if you know about any of these books, let me know. Then these must be like textbooks. We have How to Write About Music. I'm taking a music writing class this semester. I needed to get this book and I was not gonna buy it full price because I don't really know if I'm ever gonna be writing music. Someone wrote in this book. Oh my God, someone wrote in this book. Anyway, whatever. I actually have to write an album review this weekend, so that's gonna be really exciting. I have read the first the introduction of this, but I'm interested. I'm hoping it helps with the class, and that's what you ask of a textbook. So cool. Then we have one last textbook. We have, oh my gosh, and it has sticky notes in it. Publishing for Profit. I can't fucking speak. Publishing for Profit. This I have to read for one of, I'm taking 3 publishing classes this semester. I don't know which one this is for. For one of them, trying to learn how to be in the publishing industry, which might be my career one day. Who knows? The world may never know. That's my quirky little school book haul. I almost bought a book last night. I told you this. I almost bought that book, that Brandon Sanderson book, and then it was $50 and I was like, I can't justify this. I did start reading, but I'm not even done reading for the day because I'm not done reading for yesterday's reading that I had to do. I have to still do today's reading because I decided to edit because I have a video that has to get up today, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I'm gonna go put these books away and continue reading An Enchantment of Ravens. There's a lot of ravens in this book, which I should have expected. I kind of thought the ravens would be a metaphor, and I was kind of hoping for that because like I don't like birds, so I was kind of hoping there wouldn't be real birds. Well, there's no like bird is gonna jump out of this book at me. I hope not. I don't know. I don't love the bird talk so much, but there's an autumn prince. It is summer always in this book, so I was like wrong that it was like autumnal, but there is an autumn prince who's like the new guy in town who's getting his portrait done by the portraiteur. Portraiteur? Is that a word? We're gonna go with it. Who is the main character, Isabel. Hello friends. My reading from yesterday is up. 4 hours, 32 minutes. I'm 28% into Enchantment of Ravens. And it's fine. It's not giving me the Sorcery of Thorns, because like Sorcery of Thorns, I feel like it had a really great like relationship, obviously, like romance, but it also had like a plot and like stuff going on there. And I feel like this plot is not really intriguing me as much. Like it seems like kind of like a normal Fae kind of plot. Like there's like one person or group of people that are like mad at each other. This is like every book, but like there's like someone who's like mad at the other and they're like taking their kingdom and like like taking control. I like don't know what's going on, but like I don't want to compare it to ACOTAR because like I feel like that would be really rude of me because we all know here that I didn't like ACOTAR. So I don't want to do that, but I also don't think I'm enjoying it. So I think I'm not gonna finish it. I'm gonna give it a cute little DNF. Not because I think it's a really bad book. I just think it's not really my kind of book. I just put the sweatshirt on and I was just saying to myself, I was like, when I have today, because there's a storm of brewing, and so it's a little cooler out and windy and whatnot. So I'm like, I have the air on, but when I have the air on, I'm a little bit cold. But when I have the air off, I get really hot. But I can't have it on when I'm vlogging, and I just put on this sweatshirt. So I'm like, anyway, this is my favorite sweatshirt. It's from the University of Edinburgh. It's my favorite place in the world. So I need a different book to read. A long story freaking short. I need a different book to read, and I'm gonna mark it on Goodreads. Because I realized that my Goodreads was marking the entire Divergent series that I read as me having read it twice this year, which like I don't have the mental capacity to do that. So I was enchanted to DNF this book. Now what am I gonna read? Truly, what am I gonna read? I want a good book. Guys, why can't I find a good book? Is it because I like don't want to read books that I think I'm actually really gonna like? Maybe. Maybe it's my own fault. We're gonna find a book and we're gonna pick it out right here, right now, right on camera, live reaction. Not clickbait, true story, actually happened to me. Okay, I want to read a YA and I kind of want to read something that's spooky. Like that's where I'm at right now. Like I kind of want that. I'm gonna read 5 Survive by Holly Jackson. This was not available earlier today, so I'm so glad that whoever just had this loan just returned it to the library because I am so excited. I haven't heard great things about this book, but I did really love, for the silly goofy nature of it, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, especially that 3rd book. That was wild. But this is like her newest book. And like I said, I don't think it has the greatest ratings. I'm down for like a fun time, like a fun thriller, like YA thriller. A blockbuster thriller about a road trip that turns deadly. 8 hours, 6 friends, 5 survive. Sounds fun. Sounds like a blast. I'm gonna download this book on my iPad and I'm gonna download the audiobook on my phone because is that not the best way to read every book ever? I think it is. Okay, so that's what we're gonna be reading tonight. I changed my mind. I love that. I love that for us. We're reading new books. We're discovering ourselves. We're on a journey. I have to read for 4 hours and 7 minutes. It's like 1 or 2 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock. My maintenance guy came in here earlier and we didn't chat. I was gonna say we had a little chat. We really didn't. I was just like scared for my life mostly because he startled me. That's what's going on. Gonna read 5 Survive. Maybe I'll watch a fun spooky movie tonight. If I get my reading done, then I could watch a fun spooky movie tonight. And then I could get really scared and then I could not sleep because I'm clearly someone who gets very scared easily. I just got scared from my maintenance guy. Maybe I should watch a horror movie. What am I talking about? Okay, let's read 5 Survive. Hi guys, it's Saturday. I had a student leader training all day today. So it's already like 6:20 and I'm gonna be starting my reading for the day. I have to read 3 hours and 29 minutes. So I need to start a new book. I decided to start the 4th book in the Veronica Speedball series, which is called A Dangerous Collaboration. Because I was like, I kind of want something YA. I kind of want something like not contemporary. This is not YA, but it was just, those were the things I was looking for. And I'm gonna read this Veronica Speedball series. It's near and dear to my heart, and it also just feels like the perfect, I just wanted a fall read. You know what I mean? Like it is fall time. There's a hurricane outside. Like it is time to read something that's fun and cozy. So I'm gonna be reading this, not gonna be finishing it today, but I'm gonna be reading 3 hours of it, 3.5 hours. Okay guys, it is time to wrap up this vlog. It is the next day. So I did finish the 4th book in the Veronica Speedwell series. What is it called? A Dangerous Collaboration. I didn't love this book. Like, I really loved the 3rd one. I don't know why. That just like hit, you know? But this one, like, it was, I feel bad saying it was fine because like that seems like negative, but like it was exactly what I wanted out of the Veronica's. Like, I don't expect a lot in the Veronica Speedwell books, but I am always entertained, and this was entertaining and it was fun. We were developing the romance because kind of the romantic plot of this book is people trying to like say their feelings, and that's always fun. Yeah, it wasn't anything like spectacular. Like, it didn't have the razzle dazzle of the 3rd book, but it was good. So I give it 3 stars. And I did finish my reading for the day yesterday. 3 hours and 44 minutes. I did some school reading as well, but that's not very fun. So not gonna share that with you. This challenge was really fun. Like, I think besides trying to lessen my screen time, which like it was lower this week, which is fantastic. It wasn't like as low as it could be. It wasn't like how I did the challenge last time, which I got it down to an hour a day, which was so good. But it did make me kind of like think about how much time I'm spending reading, because I was like tracking, literally like stopwatch tracking how much time I was reading. And I think that's like how I want to read from now on. That sounds really stupid, but like dedicating an hour, 30 minutes to being like, I'm gonna sit down here and read is something I don't do a lot. It's more like I'm just gonna read. And I think setting like an amount of time to do that is like really nice, because like it was hard. Like those that day I had to read for like 5 hours or something. It was hard to like sit still, and like it still is to sit still for that long and just like sit and read, because you feel like there's so many other things you should be doing. But I think it's a good practice in like, I don't know if it's mindfulness, but like just patience and things like that. So I don't know, maybe I'll do that in the future. If you want to see this video again, let me know. Or if you want to see any other fun challenges from me, I'm always scouring the YouTubes as to what reading challenges I can do. And I have my eye on a few, but if you want to let me know a reading challenge you think I should do next, let me know in the comments down below. And with that being said, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and I will see you in my next video.